apology videos. They can be pretty creative sometimes. Whatever the reason is they're apologizing for. Maybe they diddled too many small pickles in their day, or they're just pretty mad people. Whatever the reason is, they can get pretty creative in their apology videos. If they hit you with the good old classic 1-2, boo-hoo, feel bad for me, special, or the unique ukulele solo, you never know what they might bring to the table. But today's person decided to do something a little bit different. Today's person of interest is Corey with two R's, a YouTuber, self-proclaimed Resident Evil speedrunner, challenge runner, whatever you want to call it. Basically, what they do is they grab any hard difficulty they can throw at themselves in Resident Evil. Whether it's a knife-only run, can you beat Resident Evil with no arms and legs run, whatever it is. Sometimes they'll even download these mods that make the game incredibly hard to the point where no normal person could actually beat these mods unless they actually practice and understand the game's fundamentals. For me, I only beat Resident Evil on standards. I do a one and done. I've never been that big of a Resident Evil challenge guy. I just play them for the story and I enjoy it. But these people, you could even call it a craft of some sort. It's an art. It's really hard to do speed runs in Resident Evil, or hardest difficulty berserker challenge mod as they call it. It's hard. It's definitely hard. So Corey with two R's decided to do them, and his videos have gained traction for that. But recently it has been discovered that he's a cheater, pumpkin eater. Most of his videos are staged, that's right. They are fooey. One YouTuber by the name of Untrant, who is actually a very good Resident Evil challenge speedrunner, made multiple points of how this guy cheated. He would basically look at his videos. His videos are basically just clips and clips and clips of him talking through small snippets of gameplay, but he's not actually showing his strats or anything. Most of his clips don't even make sense either. In some clips he has more HP than what he should. He's doing way more damage than what he should. He says these bosses are easy, but if you actually do these bosses, you would know that it's basically almost impossible if this was your first run. From what he said, he does this for the entertainment of his viewers. The authenticity didn't come to mind when he made these videos.
The email and Discord. Here's a screenshot of the first email I sent him. Feel free to pause the video and read it. But basically, I'm asking why he has autosaves in his Madhouse run, what strategies did he use for certain fights he didn't show any gameplay of, and if he had any raw footage of the run at all that would prove that it's legit. In the first email he sent me back, he began with this. I do want to start off by saying, I'm not doing challenges to claim I'm the best player or whatever. If I was, I would totally spend the extra hours cooking up the raw gameplay for the viewers or even stream it like you do. My goal with my content is to make my community have a good time. So when it comes to proving authenticity, it doesn't really cross my mind. That is the most shambolic red card I've ever seen. I mean, where do you even begin with a statement like that? He's claiming to have completed these insane challenges, but he fails to see that such claims require proof of authenticity, which for the rest of us is a given. And that's in his own words, not mine. Did he think that his community, people we can only assume have at least basic knowledge of the games he plays, would not realise that arguably the most exciting and difficult parts of the run are missing? It would be like watching football highlights on YouTube without being shown any of the goals. If he is simply looking to entertain, then do so without deceiving the audience in the process.
His response just makes me think if I went to a movie theater to watch a movie and then the screen doesn't start up, some guy walks in, an employee, and he's all like, this is what happened in this movie. I'm going to stand here and tell you about the movie and you will not raise any questions. It's really dumb, his response, even if it's just for entertainment. Resident Evil strategies, Resident Evil speedruns, challenges, they're a work of art. People spend a lot of time doing this, a lot of live streams, and for some people it may not seem like a big deal, but gosh darn it, this is art. Just like how people hate AI art compared to normal art, it's a craft. And when you're just cheating and disrespecting it, people will eventually notice, and that's what happened. There's plenty of other evidence in the full 1 hour video that you can watch. I highly recommend it. But how did Corey respond to these allegations, these premises that might not be true in his eyes? Well, it's only better to watch than to say.
Jarvis, make it jiggle. Let's get to work. Come on, man. Have anything right, Patricia? Guards, release the man inside. Oh, not again, man!
What in the actual blueberry? So, to start an apology video, he started off like that. Very different. He decides to make this a satire comedy video for the next 7 minutes. So to save you from those 7 minutes, I'll just sum it up. He's basically glazing himself, telling himself, I guess, why he didn't cheat. And there's one particular scene where he's all like, well, I didn't take any sponsors. That must mean I'm a good guy. I could have accepted the money, but I didn't.
You did it for money. No, may God strike me down if I'm lying. If I was doing YouTube for just money, don't you think I would have took any sponsor that came my way? Like this one, and this one, and these? All of these? Hold on, this one's actually good. The money that they offered me to promote things like gambling, that made me hard. That's real. I won't just take that deal to scam my audience, who I care about. Are you serious right now? I mean, come on. I've declined a very popular mobile game that is most definitely on your phone right now.
Wow, you didn't take the sponsorship for little old me? Wow, I feel so... Wow, I think I might... So yeah, it's a whole lot of glazing and self-rubbish to make himself feel better about him cheating. Again, most people will say this doesn't really matter, it's just Resident Evil, but it's a craft and it should be respected in its own right. He proclaims at the end of his apology video, if you want to call it that he'll do better, that he'll actually do the practice, he'll show his gameplay instead of just 90% cutscenes with his voice in it, and show that he actually does the challenges. Good for him if he actually does, but the damage has already been done, and this really weird skit comedy video didn't really help at all. It made it look like you are taking this as a joke, and well, you already been caught, buddy, so good luck with that. Anyway, I just thought this was a weird apology video. That's about it. Take care.